Abontin.
My name is Kojo Manuel, and this is amadculture.
Big energy. When I come through, big energy. Dark shades on, no they see enemy. I bet that you.
Yo, what's good? It's the king of the MIC, Kojo Manuel, and I'm here today with a special artist. He's definitely one of my favorites. If you don't know the show, it's amadculture, and we have LadiPoe here with us. What's good,
What's going on, bro? It's good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, I know you thought I forgot.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think you remember.
No, I do remember.
Yeah.
I do remember linking up when I came out, Manifest. It's funny, Manifest and I don't think we had done the song at that time. But now we've got a verse on his album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hard song. I really like that song.
Okay. Yeah. I'm excited because it was actually one of my questions to see if you guys would ever collaborate, because I realized you had a bit of a relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
How long have you known him?
Manifest. When did I meet Manifest? I met Manifest proper when I came last year. That's when we had a conversation,
Right.
But there's mutual respect.
Right.
So it was a short conversation, pretty much. It's like, yo, let's do something. He sent me a track, and I sent something right back. So as far as on his album, Road to Medina.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, when it comes to rappers and the mutual respect, there's still always that kind of competition in there. For you as a rapper, do you ever feel that thing? Because now you're probably the hottest rapper around.
I feel like that's always going to be there. It kind of comes with the territory. You want to be the most noticed on the track. You want to show that you're the guy doing it and everything like that. But I feel like it doesn't really get away in front of my desire to collaborate. It doesn't compete. It enhances. Does that make any sense? So I mean, like, of course, Manifest is going to send me a track, and I'm going to listen to Manifest killed it. May have to come through as well.
Yeah.
But it just makes for a better collaboration. As opposed to competing to the point where it's like, I'm not jumping on this track, because if I jump on this track, then I'm giving up. I don't do that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
For one of the things I really admire about you, afrobeats seems to be it is the biggest thing right now. And most of the time, the way that it works is that there's like a rap era, where it's like there's the MI, there's the Pheno, there's like you're dropping hits, the Sako there in the conversation, aka, and then now it's like an Afrobeats conversation. But you as a rapper, you're still here. What are you doing differently?
I mean, to be honest, I've just embraced the idea that I'm a rap artist, and that means you're an artist. And artists create art, they make music, and the music for me is more than just the ability to rap the hardest. That is such a small part of making music to me. Like every good song needs, like my songs, they're gonna need a verse, but then it's gonna need a bridge, it's going to need a hook, it's going to need all these elements to make it a song. I'm into making songs, and the ability to rap is just a part of making that song, as opposed to my whole identity is about rapping. That's just how I look at it, that I recognize the role artistry plays in making the kind of music that I make. And somehow people have started to respond to that, and I'm grateful about that, but at the same time, it's something that I really believe in. Yeah.
Is there something about we being an Afrobeats era that affects how you pick your beats?
Not really, because I remember when I started to kind of get like recognition in the Nigerian space and stuff like that, I teamed up with some guys, like I'd met them, show them camp guys, and they kind of started to put me on songs, and I started to, they're very like hip hop heads, right? But they could tell that my preferences and choices and style was divergent from them. It's still, when they put me on tracks, it still made track dope, but like they could tell that so they used to encourage me to go and do my own thing. I feel like it's not really driven by Afrobeats, it's just me and all the things that have come together to make my taste. I like a lot of fusion.
Right.
I don't believe in replicating hip hop. I don't see the legacy in that. I see the legacy in creating something that exists in a new form. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I can feel that from listening to songs like Let Me Know, Running, like you still have that Afrobeat bounce to it, and even overloading. Because that part, the way you came into that song, still rapping, and people still vibe with it, like, oh, like, I thought we were done with rap.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
And they're surprised that they like it.
Yeah. So how do you feel when you get these kind of compliments, like, or comments from people?
I get funny comments. I get back, like, reverse compliments, like, I don't really listen to rap, but I like your music. So I'm like, does that mean that I'm not rapping very well, or I'm rapping too? I don't know what that supposed to mean, but I think really what they're just trying to say is that there's a taste, there's a threshold for how much a lot of people can take, like, straight rap music that is pure bars and doesn't really, it's not about song making. They have a limit to that.
Right.
And I'm creating music that, like I said, is about the song first. Then the fact that I can rap is part of that. Like, it should not compete with the idea of making a good song. That's just my thing. I think that to me is my number one priority. I want to make good music and good songs. I don't need to prove that I'm a great rapper. I am that. I know that.
Yeah.
So
you knew that.
But you knew that. You understand? So every song cannot just be about always proving the fact that is known. Like, it becomes boring.
I like that mentality. Yeah. Now, you're obviously we're in Ghana, we're in Accra right now. Like yesterday, you were in Kumasi.
Yes.
How was the vibe?
It was crazy, man, because, you know, I thought the interview, I did an interview after I got off stage, you know, right off stage, and I thought the guy was trying to be funny. He now says, you know that Kumasi is not the capital of Accra. I was like, I want to say, of course I know that, you know. So he says that. I'm like, yes, I know. And he goes, you know that right now we are not in Accra. I'm like, yes, I know. He's like, but they still love your music. And we're not even the capital. And I'm like, rah. He's like, how does that make you feel?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, it makes me feel big. It makes me feel like, bro, do you understand? Like, I've never been there before.
Right.
But the students there are singing my music. Nah, I'm humbled by that fact. But I'm excited at the same time.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And you have a show tonight as well.
Yeah. Elite's Bar, pull up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What energy are you coming to? Because just like the presenter with the other interview said, that's not Accra, but this is Accra.
It is Accra.
So what's that energy you're going in?
You know the answer to that question now. You know the kind of energy now.
Yeah, big energy.
Hey,
big energy all day. Big energy.
It's the only energy really, because I feel like this is a region that really supported my music, has supported my music in a big way. You know, shout out to the OAPs that have been spinning my records, and I haven't had the opportunity to come here and like talk to them one-on-one, but they're still playing my stuff. Yeah. You know, I just haven't had I say opportunity intentionally because it's not for lack of want. I want to come. Right. It's just to have that chance to come and spend a good amount of time to meet people, talk to people, and you know, tell them, yo, to the face, thank you. You know, it's been great. So I want to give big energy back to Accra every time I'm here.
Before we get into a topic that I know we might be stuck on to the end of this interview, whenever there's a conversation around the best rapper in Africa, do you feel is a conversation that you're supposed to be a part of, or you're just humbled by the fact that you're part of it?
Okay, it's gonna sound very cocky, but the thing is, I definitely feel like my name should be mentioned in that category for sure, when it comes to the best on the continent. But I also don't put a lot of energy into that or thinking into that, because like that's the trap. That's the trap a lot of rappers fall into. What are you chasing that for? You know, like, are you don't let them distract you.
Focus.
That to me, big distraction. It's just at this point in time, that phrase is a marketing term, and I don't have time for that. I have a task. I have a job. I have a role to play, and the side effect of that role will be being the best. That comes with the territory, because that's just the standard I'm operating on. You know what I'm saying? But to be actively chasing, I'm the best rapper in Africa, bro. You're already on a long thing. You're not trying to succeed. You're not trying to succeed.
And I feel like this mentality is also part of the big energy mentality.
100%, man.
You know, I told you, I love that song. I love the message behind it. And it's something that people are beginning to even know me for. And I'm here to clarify. I'm all about this big energy because of the song that you made. Big energy.
Big energy all day. Man.
When you were going to the studio to record a song like that, what was the mentality?
I mean, I like to draw, especially the first single I drop in a year, usually I like it to represent something that's been happening for me or to me or something I've seen.
Yeah.
So 2021 was a massive year career-wise, and even 2022, how we started it off. I think in February I was on tour with Fireboy. It was my first time in LA, I think. Yeah. And we did a couple of places in San Francisco, Seattle, we did Dallas, we did 4 or 5 cities, touring and seeing the reaction of them. That was proof, with my eyes, evidence that the music is traveling.
Yeah.
And then tour, nominations, and things like that. So it's coming into 2022, I was already coming in with big energy. I already felt that, so it only made sense to put that in a record. I remember in the studio with Killer Tunes, and I was like, man, I got to do something for my people. Something about energy. It was big energy, and then the melody came from right there. Big energy. When I come through, big energy. Dark shades on, no they see enemy. Bro, trust me, it's real. And so that's, and then the studio session was unlike any other. I normally don't have a lot of people in the session, but that session had at least 10 people. Just because of different reasons.
Okay.
So yeah, it was an exceptional session.
Okay. So is there any project you have coming up that you want to tell the people about?
Right now, the next project is Mavins-signed. We've been working on that project, that album, celebrate Mavins 10 years. Overdose is the first single.
Okay.
There are going to be more singles. I find it interesting that people were sort of I won't say surprised, or maybe surprise is the word, about how, you were talking earlier about my verse on Overdose. Yeah. They are calculating how to make it, how does it a rap? But to me, it's not even a thought. It makes sense because rap can go on anything. Maybe you just have to have a particular style, but I definitely don't see that glass ceiling that they say that it has, truly. So, but anyways, we're working on Mavins 10, and in terms of a project for me, that's 2023. I need a little bit of time to wrap it up and perfect it the way I want. And also, so the next thing this year is going to be more singles.
More singles.
For sure.
Okay. Any Ghanaian collaboration aside Manifest?
I would love to. I was just telling my friend now that I would love to come and spend time in Accra. Of course, we can do email back and forth, but I really want to lock in with some people. Right. I have friends out here. Some people I've never met Chris Yalta, but we talk. Okay. Do you know what I mean? We talk and everything like that, and he's such a real G. JB's my guy. I remember first when we met once, but that one time I think the first 10 minutes was just us healing each other. There was no other. Baba, you have dope with actually no Joey. So I just think and everything like that. Blacko is somebody that I just like the rawness and the reality of his music. That's another person that they will say, he's doing hip hop, but he's doing it in a way that to the hip hop head is unconventional.
Right. That's true.
But he's still carrying the energy of what it's about. So who's to say what it is? I don't subscribe to those kind of conversations anymore because it's why would hip hop in Africa sound like how it is from the place that it was exported from? How can it and why should it sound the same? Doesn't make any sense to me, man.
Doesn't make any sense. Before we go, you've been, this is definitely not your first time in Ghana. You've been around for a bit. You've been to clubs and bars and stuff, right?
Yeah, I've been to a couple of places, 1 or 2. I haven't been to From Back yet. Everybody tells me.
Oh, really?
From Back, yeah.
Come on.
When I went to From Back, it was closed.
Oh.
I've been to Republic Bar. I've been to, what's that, Jamestown Cafe?
Jamestown Cafe.
I've been to a couple of cool spots like that.
Okay.
But I want to go to From Back.
From Back.
I'll just check it out one of these days.
You want to go now?
No, man. I need to sleep. I need to sleep off my road trip.
That's what's up, man. Thank you so much.
No, it's been a pleasure, bro. No, likewise. And I hope that we get to link up again on some real shit.
That's what's up.
For sure. Thank you, guys.
Mad Culture.
Yo, it's LadiPoe, and you are watching a Mad Culture. Are you mad? But you knew that.
But you knew that, though.
Are you